Whoa. I didn't really think of an opening for this episode. I mean, I just did, like, seconds, milliseconds before I said that, I realized that I didn't think of an opening, and then I said that my opening should be how I didn't think of an opening, which I feel like may have been an opening in the past? Probably? I don't know. I thought of a potential opening for a show that I wanted to do. Wait, this is the experiment. Oh yeah. This is the experiment. Even though I just logged into the game. I don't actually want to play it because this is supposed to be the experiment where I don't play the game. Why I'm going into settings, I'll explain while I'm getting there. Where the hell? So I need to turn off the feature to turn off the screen. Hey, look at that, 92%. Yeah, there's something in here somewhere that says after inactivity for a set period of time, the screen turns off. We don't want the screen turning off because then the recording will stop. Okay, no, this isn't where I want to be. Technically, the audio recording won't stop. See, I'm recording the screen and audio at the same time. The audio backup will remain, but I mean, I guess I could just put a picture over it and then I could literally just turn the screen off now and then talk for why the fuck don't I just do that? Why don't I just do that? All right, let's do that. I'm going to take a screenshot and then I'm going to make the rest of the video that exact screenshot. There it is. Yeah. Oops, I turned the screen off. I stopped recording the video. It's not a video anymore. It's a still image. It's literally a still image. Oh my god, what do I do? How am I going to do this? This is weird. I've never done this before. I've never sat down and talked without doing something. And immediately I grab my glass of water and I hold it in my hand. I'm how do I do this? How do I describe this? I've just propped it against my knee or on top of my knee, and then I'm holding it not like you would hold a glass, but I'm holding it from the top just so that I have my arm sort of propped up against this glass because my hands just wanted to do something. Now I'll actually sip it and set it down because I'm not supposed to be doing anything, which is insane. Who's even gonna watch this video? There's nothing. It's a still image now. I mean, I would prefer it to be at least, a kinetic image with the clouds moving in the background instead of just static nothing. But I mean, it's easier to do that, and I don't know where the setting is to turn the other thing on, and there's no visual distraction for me, even though I still will be just looking around the room pointlessly, because I'm not even wearing my glasses. I can't make out half the shit that's around my room. I can visibly see clearly about an arm's length away, sort of, but I can't make out small words from that distance without my glasses. I can make out small words from a closer distance without my glasses. From about a phone's distance, I can read pretty much anything, but like selfie distance, when you hold your phone arm's length away, it's like if you put text on that phone, I ain't reading it. Like if I hold my watch, no, of course, no, the watch has really big text. Although I can read what time it is, but I can't read the amount of battery because it displays the amount of battery that the phone and the watch have. I can't read those from as far as I can stretch it without it being so curved that I can't make up any of the screen. I can read the time, but not the battery. If I bring it closer to my phone level, yeah, I can make that out. Let's see how long I can talk about how terrible my eyes are. I mean, like I've always kind of had pretty bad eyes, but it's the glasses too, because like I always wear my glasses, which is something you're not supposed to do, especially when my glasses are so high prescription. I need them for the distance, but because they're so high prescription and because I don't use them in distance situations, they've made my eyes worse. Because I used to, most of the time that I've had them, I've just always worn them, except for when I was sleeping. So that means, looking at paper on the desk and looking at my phone and things like that, looking at close things with these glasses, you're really not meant to do that. Honestly, I should just get bifocals. I should really get bifocals where the top is prescription and the bottom is literally just not even prescription. Because that way, I can still always wear glasses, but then I won't be fucking up my eyes all the time. Although, do I look down like that? I'm trying to figure. Well, where are my glasses? I think I just took them because I'm trying to be more conscious about that. Yeah, I guess for the most part I will be looking through the bottom half of my glasses. For some reason, I thought that maybe, I would still be looking through the top half, but no, of course not. Of course, that's just something I would adapt to eventually anyway. But, yeah. I'm trying to be smarter about that and not wear my glasses when I don't need to. Just generally don't wear them because, unless I'm going out somewhere, I need them for my computer. But otherwise, if I'm on my phone or with my Wii U gamepad or reading something on my tablet, sometimes. Depends, because sometimes I want to prop up the tablet at kind of a distance and just, scroll it with my finger. And then I need my glasses, but if I'm holding it closer to my face, I don't need my glasses. As I said, arm's distance away, I can't really make out text. Although with the tablet I'm using Firefox and that has the reader mode, which I don't know if I really want to talk about that, but that's a thing anyway. And with the Firefox reader mode thing, you can make the font a little bit bigger, but no, it's just, I don't know, it'll just look weird. But yeah, so when I started doing Kumo, this is just essentially coming out of nowhere, but related to a thing that I brought up a couple seconds ago. When I started doing Kumo, I was doing it in the reader mode, the Firefox reader page, whatever. When you look at a page that's just a bunch of text, it's just hey, you can change that text into just a format that's slightly customizable, and it puts everything together in more like an ebook or whatever. And it's cool because you can change the color of the background from white to black if you want. And you can change, there are 2 font settings, and you can change the size of the text. That's about all you can do, but it's just neat because, it gets rid of any distractions and it's all just there. And that's how I started doing Kumo. And then eventually they took it out, or they changed something to where the website I was reading Kumo off of no longer it no longer accepted this for some reason. But now it's back. I noticed now it's back. I don't know why it's back, but it's back. And I'm contemplating using it again because I'm using it on my tablet now, and I prefer it a little bit, I think. But I guess I should try to change as little as possible. But no, Kumo's still fun to do. I should record Shield soon. Kumo I'm good at. Shield, the last one goes up tomorrow, so I gotta record tomorrow. I could technically record the next day, but Shield goes up at 4, and I just usually end up recording. It's I hate it, but sometimes I end up just recording at 7. I want to record earlier. I'm just a procrastinator. I need to get back into the swing of recording those things because I don't know, I'm lazy. Yeah, so technically I could wait 2 days. I just, if I waited to the second day, I would have to absolutely make sure that I recorded and processed and uploaded the video before 4. So I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. Should have done it today. Absolutely understood that I should have done it today. Kind of felt like it at some points, but then I was just nah. I was doing other shit today. I was doing a lot of the Korean thing, egg bun. One thing about this video now is that there's no sound either. I just thought about that too. I like having some sort of background noise, both for myself to listen to and just because, it's good for video. But hell, you might pick up some car noises. Probably not. I think I can hear them, but the mic can't. Because I am relatively near a road and just have a big fucking window. I can look out. If I lean forward and look out my window, there's a road. I can't really be seen from the road, while I'm sleeping or anything like that, just because of the position I'm in. But I do have big-ass windows that are most of two of my walls. So, yeah, I've talked about that before. I've adapted, I've just gotten used to it. It's not like everyone can see me. Plus, I'm elevated, so nobody's really, looking here, because people don't usually look up, and I think most of the people that work outside are generally aware that I'm here, or they're not, and they just don't look or care. But some of them, of course, do, and then out of respect, they're not just gonna watch me. Although I wouldn't really know. I don't pay attention to that kind of thing. I'm just hoping that they're not watching me, and I am never naked in this room. When I shower, I bring clothes into the bathroom and change in the bathroom. But yeah, I'm glad, when I move, that's not going to be a thing I'm going to have to deal with anymore. But being so close to the train is fun because, you can hear the train. For some reason, I feel like it's been a while since we've heard the train. And also, when we move, there won't be a train, but there might be a train soon. I don't know. They were talking about, they're trying to remake this old bridge and get a line running again, maybe. But the thing with that is that I don't think it's close. Maybe it's close that you might hear it in the house, but I'm gonna be in the basement, and hopefully they're gonna soundproof the shit out of it, because that's that's what Mom knows that's what I want to happen. So hopefully she's gonna be able to get it done. So soundproof the shit out of it, so even the train, the goal is the train won't be heard, but it'll be sad to see it go. I might still be able to hear it if I'm out in the living room or in my sort of pseudo living room area, extra area, because the whole basement's kind of mine, but I have a bedroom section that's going to be closed off, that's also going to be the recording section. And then the rest is we don't even know what we're doing. I've mapped out the bedroom. I think last time I've talked about it, some positions have changed, but the general idea is the same, to where, I have a little box almost where just a camera is at the end of a desk, where a computer is a monitor and keyboard and shit. So I can be, looking at the camera, or I can, tilt my head to the right a little bit to look at a monitor. And then to the right of me even further, what are they? Perpendicular to the sort of the line of the camera, or the line of the desk that the camera would be sitting on, is then a piano that's still, in frame, of course, so that I can turn further to the right, play the piano. The hope was that on the other side there would be a bookshelf, so that, I have a bunch of things organized that I can access easily. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Instead, they're actually going to put in bookshelves all lining the way downstairs, down the stairs into the basement area. There's going to be bookshelves all lining that left wall going down. Because that's the wall where the end of the house is. So to the right, you're going down, you see all the shit. To the left, there's bookshelves with just a bunch of shit. Because I have a lot of shit, but I have a lot of little shit. And I like to put things on display. I don't like putting things in boxes. I like leaving things out so that, because I'm a messy person, yeah. But I like, when I had the bookshelf in my old room, I fucking loved that thing. Because I could just, put things there, and then I always knew where they were because they were on the bookshelf, and I put so many things on the bookshelf. So I wanted to have some sort of bookshelf somewhere in there. So she's gonna set it up there, and that's gonna have actually way more space than the one that I wanted to put in the bedroom anyway. But maybe I'll be able to have other things in there. I don't think I'll have a dresser or anything because there's gonna be a pretty sizable closet that we'll probably be able to put a dresser in that's actually underneath the stairs. So more storage there. And my TV and things, well, I'm hoping that I get a monitor from my brother when I get his computer, which honestly I don't know when that's going to happen, because next weekend is his birthday, so we're probably not going to get any like work done or whatever. I don't know. I think it's like his birthday and then he's got like some work to do, so probably not. Even still, if it takes 3 weeks, we'll still be fine, because we still have 3 weeks. Like weekends, it'll all work out because next weekend is no, but the 2 after that, if I can get both of those to be, yes, I've helped you, like I've worked or whatever, give me your computer, then I'm golden. Otherwise, I'll just be doing the setup with what I've got now, which means still recording with my phone, processing with my phone, and uploading with my phone, which basically means the plans for the main series won't change. It'll still be camera thing, and that's it. Me sitting in front of a camera. Piano won't be incorporated as well, because the piano has a USB connection thing that I can plug into the computer, and with the right programs I can just be, play the piano, and then the audio directly from the piano will get recorded directly into the computer. So I can just splice all that in perfectly. And things like gameplay of other things won't happen. So like Bayonetta streams or Breath of the Wild streams or whatever won't happen without that computer. But even still, if it takes, one extra week, then we've got, just a little bit more time, and we're not doing that. Everything else is going to remain the same, because I'm doing Kumo and Shield with that computer already, and I can do the other shit with this phone. I just need the space setup, which also, I'm talking about the computer not happening, but the fucking room might not even be able to happen in 3 weeks, which, I've mentioned before that the season is ending at 300 episodes. Without a doubt. The break in between this season ending and the new season starting is ambiguous. Like, I hope for it to be a week, just so that we're consistent with the break between the last season, the first and this current one. I also need to write a script that'll make the first season private, because I haven't done that yet. Because I've talked about how I wanted to, because that first season, a lot of it's just really trash, and when people come and they see like that first episode, oh my god, I'm glad that that's private, because hundreds of people have seen that. Hundreds, literally hundreds. It was at like 600 or something, probably more, when I privatized it, when I put it on, I guess I probably put it on like unlisted or something for some reason, but essentially it's the same thing. Hundreds of people have seen that, and that's terrible video, garbage, just like one of the worst videos on this channel, because it was the first video, and none of the things I set really maintained for even like a few months after that, because like 3 things were decided. I literally just came up with that number. I haven't actually listed. No, like, I wanted to record every single time I was playing VC, and that was just dropped. That was ditched. I got rid of that because it was dumb, because it was recording too many videos, and I wasn't able to make as good of progress in VC. I guess another thing I established was that I didn't give a shit about the events. That changed when someone paid me to give a shit about the events. That's a fun story. I'm serious. That happened. Somebody approached me. They said, I want to give you money. And I was like, I like money. No, I was like, this is really weird. I didn't expect this to happen. Like, if you're absolutely positive that this is where your money is gonna go, then I'll accept it. But I like we gotta do some sort of something. So the condition was made was that I needed to rank within 2,000 in the events, and I mean I generally didn't care about the events at the time. Well, I was still had a very low level account, so I was just trying to grind away at the main quest because I like doing the main quest. So I was like, all right, I'll do the events. I'll rank within 2,000, and yeah, so I did, and I got it was $50, $50 for that. It was supposed to be $50 every month, actually. I want to say every month, either every week or every month. Probably every month. Every week would have been like fucking sweet, but it was probably every month. And that first one we got it, there was some really major complications with how I actually got the money, because it was like really dumb. Because I used there's like this fucking thing. I forget what it is, but you can like send money to people, and he was just telling me about like how really easy it was, and you didn't need to show an ID, and like you could put down a fake name, like drug dealers use it or whatever. Like you can put down a fake name, you don't need to show an ID. And I was like, oh, all right, whatever. So I went with my mom. We went to the place. We picked up the $50, but it was so fucking awkward because it's like I didn't want to give the guy my full name because I just generally didn't. So I had to write down the fake name, and then it asked for an address, and I was like, do I need to give this? And then it was just really weird because I was like, well, this isn't like, I literally told the guy like this isn't my real name, because I just I had somebody sending me money and I don't want them to know my name. And then the dude was like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. I'll give you your money, but you shouldn't do that. So I was just like, this is fucking weird. And then after that, I think that's why I set up PayPal. And then I told the guy about it, and then I didn't hear from him. I didn't hear from him at all. Just he disappeared. Like I got the $50. I used the $50. I don't remember on what. I used it in the game, was sort of the general idea, was that I would use it in the game, and I would sort of consult him because it was still his money. To me, it was always his money, so I wanted to use it in game, and I wanted to consult him about like what he would be comfortable with me, using it on. But yeah, I never heard from him again. I feel like if he came around, I'd be able to remember who he was, but his name doesn't come to mind immediately. But yeah, I went through. I used it on probably like a dumb summon, or I feel like I bought buildings with it. I want to say, because I was like, these things are useful. Like it isn't a dumb luck thing that I need to really ask about. Like I'm certain that these things are useful. I think this is where I can use the money. So I did. And that's that whole story. Yeah, I talk about that sometimes, where I say I've put a lot of money into my account and not all of it was mine, and that's the story that's connected with not all of it's mine. But that's not the entire story either when I say not all of it's mine, because I just realized that 30-ish, 27-ish last year or something like that, Dave gave me $30 for my birthday or something. It was either for my birthday or Christmas. He was just like, here's a code for $30 into your Google Play thing so that you can use it on your game. Well, I think he put it on the one that was connected to him, even though I think it was actually connected to an older email, because he had and still has complete access to the channel. He doesn't have like member or not member ad, like, what do you fucking call it? He doesn't have like his email is tied so that he can do YouTube shit. He literally has the email and password for my Google account that's tied to this. So anything that I set up with that, he has access to. And a lot of the things that I've set up through that have kept with the same password too. And I still have it. So he has that power if he decides to fuck with me one day. But yeah, so he just put money on the Google Play thing because he had access to that as well. That's how we were doing one and dones. I just told him to find fun games and put them on the wish list, and I would play those games. And like he would fuck with me sometimes. He would put like really shitty games, and I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Or like I would play one game and then an ad would appear for that game, and I'd be like, what the fuck is this dumbass game that they're showing me an ad for? And then he would put that game in the wish list, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'd take it out, and then he'd put it back in, and then if I'd finally do it. I think there was some dumb dragon game that I played for that reason. But yeah, at one point he gave me $30. I just had to like switch over. Oh no! It was because I played with the Amazon version. So because the money was through Google Play, and I played with the Amazon version, so I had to download it through Google Play again. And it's less efficient because buying it with the Amazon version, or buying gems with the Amazon version is efficient. You save money. But I didn't really care. It wasn't my money. It was his money. Yeah, I spent $30 on whatever. I think it was like 27 or something. Like whatever amount you get for like under $30. Because I know I had money left over. I know I had a little bit of money left over because I spent it on line stickers at one point. I don't remember what. But one fun thing about line stickers, I'm pretty damn sure most of the ones I have, except for 3, have all been bought by other people or with other people's money. So with Dave's money, and ones that have been gifted to me, and also ones that I've got with free points and things. But when Dave's birthday came around this year, as a sort of to return the favor, I bought him just a shitload of line stickers. Not as much, like, it was not a $30 value. Probably, I want to estimate $10 to $15 value. But, I just picked out a bunch of stickers I thought he might enjoy, and I sent them him way. Some that were, like, dumb jokes, some that were, because there was one that was literally just called Dave, and they were cool, and he uses those sometimes, and some that were just, like, cute anime girls that I thought he would appreciate, stuff like that. I was gonna buy him like one. I found like one, and I was like, this is super dumb. I should give him to him for his birthday, because I always remember his birthday. I'm never gonna forget his birthday. Just because the date is weirdly significant. Holy shit, this episode is actually kind of long now. Wow, I can do this. I didn't think I'd be able to do this. But no, yeah, his birthday's pretty significant, so I always remember the date. And I just thought about it, and I was like, yeah, he gave me more. He gave me $30. I should give him more than one sticker pack. So I got more. But I don't know. I got like a sufficient amount. I don't even remember the specific number, but I got like enough. He already has a shit ton, so I didn't want to give him like that many more. I just, I wanted to be fun with it. And I still had a bunch of coins left over, so I ended up using those on some ones that I liked, and that's that. But for a while, it was fun to say, that all the stickers I had like 8 or something. I never had to spend any money on them. But now the 3 that I bought, that are all 3 of the same set, like they're all the same artists of the same style, like they're part 1, 2, and 3 of the same kind of thing, and there's like a shitload of them. They're like my favorite fucking set. Those 3 collectively are the first ones I've bought with my money, and I still have a bunch left over. I bought some for Avril. I bought some for Chugs. I feel like I probably, no, I don't think I bought any for any other people. But I still have a bunch if I feel like it. Technically I can let this episode go a little bit longer, because I can make the visual quality fucking garbage, and then it'll process like that, like nothing, because there's literally no video. there's It's a still image for most of the video, which, you know, who's actually going to watch this? Listen to it, really. Now you're just listening to it. It's the experiment. It's more... When the new season comes, it's not going to be just this. For me, it's going to be this because I have no visual stimulus or stimulus in general that I'm interacting with. You know, I've been doing some things. I don't know. I picked up my remote and moved that around and played with that a little bit. Played with the stand and the mic. You might have actually heard that. I was flicking in and out the legs and the stand. But nothing to really mess around with. So this was more an experiment on my ability to actually hold the fake conversation thing, by conversation with myself, but in the context of someone might hear me, is the mindset that I need to put myself in here. Is that, yeah, I understand that someone might hear me, so that's, you know, I'm talking, but I am still talking to myself. No one's immediately directly responding to me, which makes this generally difficult to do for a lot of people, but I've gotten very used to it, and I thought this would be difficult, but I don't know, I just sort of fell into some new topics, and yeah, so the next season won't be like this, because there will be something to look at, namely me. It's going to be me, so you'll see a lot of my hand gestures, and you'll see me just playing with shit that I have lying around. I don't want to have that much shit lying around, but I don't know, some light things. Probably my hand. Where the fuck is that? Where? Oh no, did I lose that thing? It's got to be around here somewhere. My finger thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll put on my glasses and look for it. That brings us full circle-ish. I was talking about glasses kind of when I started this. Yeah, right? Because I brought up how I won't be looking at the screen, but I'll be looking around the room, which I've done quite a lot of, mostly to the left of me, where that remote is. I am so massively interested in this remote. Because it's within the range of vision. It's within my range of vision. Everything else just blurry mess. But yeah, that means we've come full circle-ish. Like, if this, I don't know, that's not... No. If you hated this video, let me know. If you found it tolerable, let me know. Give me your thoughts. Take care of yourself.